That is not even a secret. We don't need to be no D1 player. We don't have to play D1 college football to know that Colorado has zero answers for the run game.
Bandwagon Buffs, man. Hell of a game. 2 win for 500. BWB. Bandwagon Buffs.
That's right. Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs. What it is, what it does, and what it's gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Welcome to the Liberian Perspective. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I gotta go ahead and get into this video real quick, so that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. Today, Coach Prime gave an update on the status of Alton McCaskill. So let's go ahead and tune into what Coach Prime had to say about Alton McCaskill, and then we'll come back and give you my perspective. Let's go.
I don't want to know if he want me to disclose what transpired. You know I'm always honest with you guys and straight up. I don't lie to you guys and post about anything. Alton came in my office yesterday and he wanted to be redshirt, which I think is very wise, which I'm all for him. If he would have wanted to play, continue to play, I'd have been all for him. He's one of my favorite human beings on this team. He's a great young man, was raised properly, and he wants it. But he does understand that it's been a while since he has had his full strength and full potential and ability to move and cut and explosion, and he understands that. So he wants to train and work his butt off and get into shape and come back in the spring and earn that #1 spot. That's what he echoed to me, and I love it. I saw him today on the scout team going 100 miles an hour, trying to get guys to look and just being the player that he is. He's a great team guy. He's a great human being. He's a great young man. So that's where he is right now.
We've all been speculating about Alto. Why they're not using Alto more? I said in one of my videos that if we don't know what's going on, a lot of us are going to make up our own stories. We're going to come up with our own narratives. We do know that Colorado does not run the ball. That is not even a secret. We don't need to be no D1 player. We don't have to play D1 college football to know that Colorado has zero answers for the run game. They don't even try it. To hear that Alto wants the red shirt, he's basically trying to preserve his eligibility clock. He does not want to lose the year. He hasn't really played much. Somewhere in his mind, he believes that he's not 100% and he's not the same Alto that put up 1,000+ yards in Houston. He wants to be, and he definitely wants to play, but he's not at 100%. And we have about 4 more games to go. I did a video on the different color shirts when it comes to college football, and gray shirts, red shirts, and green shirts. If you want to learn more about red shirts and what it entails, you can go ahead and watch that video on my channel. He wants to preserve his year. When I did that video, it doesn't really tell you how far in the season you can go before you can decide to be red-shirted. If it's 4 games or if it's 1 or 2 games, or you don't play the entire season and at the end of the season you can decide to be red-shirted. I don't know what the rules are on the NCAA. When I was doing the research for that video, I didn't see any rules on when you can decide to red-shirt. So I don't know exactly how that works. If he's still eligible to red-shirt, maybe that's the right thing to do. He's going to work out for the rest of the season. He can still continue to practice. Once he decides to redshirt, he's not going to play in the games. He's going to be able to practice. Then we got this spring, we got summer practices. He's trying to make sure that he's 100% and be able to play for Coach Prime. He's a great running back and he has a lot of eligibility left, so he's locked in with Coach Prime. Now, the fact that Coach Prime continues to talk about his running backs, Coach Prime has a desire to run the ball. I don't know if he and Coach Sean Lewis are on the same page as to what they want to do with the running game. They really haven't figured out what they want to do with the run game. They don't even try. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Obviously, a lot of us have our opinions about what's going on. They're not running the ball. There are different ways to run the ball. The biggest storyline right now is that the line does not block. If the line does not block, then you can't run the ball. But obviously, there are different ways to run the ball. You just have to try the run. I'm going to stick to my guns and I'm going to stick to my narrative of you have to stick to the run no matter what. If you lose yardage, you still got to try the run. The more you try and you continue to work the run, things might happen. The holes will open up. DBs are going to start biting. Linebackers are going to start biting. Good things can happen when the run game starts to develop. They're just going to have to find a way. Coach Prime has to dig into his coaching bag and find a way to run the ball. Being a one-dimensional team doesn't help. You cannot be a one-dimensional team in college football. Once the defensive coordinator figure out what you're trying to do and they lock in on that, it's a wrap for you. But I don't know what is going on. They keep talking about it. They keep saying, we don't want to be a one-dimensional team. So if you don't want to be a one-dimensional team, then switch it up. Shake things up. Don't get spooked when the run doesn't work initially on first down. Maybe throw it on first down, run it on second. But just keep working it. No, you don't have the best O-line in the business, but the O-line is not that terrible that you can't run at all. I don't believe the narrative that the O-line has to be phenomenal for you to run the ball. I can't buy into that narrative knowing that I've watched a lot of football in my years. I've rooted for teams that have had terrible O-lines, but their running backs were able to get theirs. You have a lot of good running backs. I think you should give them an opportunity to run the ball. Otto is trying to preserve his eligibility, so that means that he's not going to be a transfer portal guy. Some kids are going to jump into that transfer portal. They don't have opportunity to play here. Some of them are going to go ahead and jump into that transfer portal, but the transfer portal is not all the way sexy. You got to think about the transfer portal. If you already have a home, my best advice to some of these students is, if you're not playing right now, just keep working it out. Just keep trying. This is your best opportunity. Going to another team doesn't always guarantee you playing time. Keep trying and seeing if things will work out for you. You know what I'm saying? Show up in practice, do the right things, and hopefully things will work out. But at this point, if you jump into that transfer portal, there's no guarantee that you're going to play. And trust me, Coach Prime is going to figure it out. And hopefully these young men figure it out together. Hopefully that line, whatever adversities they're going through, everything that everybody is, throwing at them, hopefully they lock in, they figure out a way to win, and we will see some better football to come. All right, family, that is all the information that I have for this video. Hope you got a little something out of it. And if you did, please help this channel grow by smashing that subscribe button. But I'm going to have to leave it right there. You know who I am. I'm Harry B. And that right there was the Liberian Perspective. That's TLP Sports Club. Brah.